Are you using Elementor as your CMS on your WordPress website and then need to integrate form submissions into Infusionsoft or Keap? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that using webhooks and Zapier. So there is no native integration with Elementor with Keap/Infusionsoft, but you can pass this information over to that CRM marketing system using Zapier as a webhook. So this is what you need to do. The first thing you're going to need to do is put a capture form on the website. So what you're going to do is on the top left-hand side is you're going to go and you're going to find a form element here and drag it over to the side. Once you're there, once you get the parameters set up here, you can set up all the styling or whatever you need. In this case, we're doing a pre-registration for a webinar, so we only need name and email address, okay? Now, I may want to go in here and call this one first name, just because I know that with Infusionsoft, we want to have it pushed into that single field. And then you can make them required for the fields that are here, which is pretty much a standard practice to have. Now, this is where things start to happen. Down below, where you have the actions after submit, you are going to choose webhook from here, and the webhook will show up there. Once you do that, you're going to get another option down here called webhook. You're going to open it up, and it's going to give you this spot to put the webhook URL. So let's hop on over to Zapier, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new webhook, and I'm going to go in here and call this webinar registration to Keap. Now this is actually pre-registration. So the app we're going to choose here in this list is going to be a webhook. Now, what a webhook is basically a URL, kind of like just hitting a page, but it's actually passing the data from the form through that URL, and then we're able to capture it, catch the webhook, so to speak, and then push it into the other system. So what we're going to do here is we're going to choose the event, and we're going to be catching the hook. That's the one we're going to choose. Hit continue. It's going to give us a URL, so we're going to have to go ahead and copy that. And then we're going to pop back over here, and that is the URL that we're going to pass into this field right here. Now, we're not going to deal with the advanced data here. Now, there are other things that you can have here that you can choose options for, but in this case, what we're just going to do is that right now, we're going to update the page, and what we have to do in order to fully set this up is we need to submit this form so that webhook would have data to catch so we can finish the webhook setup. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go to view the page. Then we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put in my information here. So I'm not concerned where it takes me. I haven't fully set it up anyway. So there we go. The form is submitted. So now we're going to come back over here and we're going to hit continue. And we're going to say test the trigger. And there's the information that is pulled across the webhook. So we've got that first name and that email, which is really all we need. If you have multiple fields in there, it'll pass all that data across to the system. Now we're going to go in here and we're going to go and look up the platform in which we're going to take it to. Now we know this client is using Keap Max Classic, so we're going to choose that one. And we're going to then say that we are going to create and /update a contact. And that's the best way to do it because it will update it if they already exist. If they don't, then it will create it. And we're going to go ahead and choose their account from the list. And now we start to pick what we want here. So from the email field, what we're going to push in there is obviously the email address. And as we scroll down, we can say, yes, we're going to opt them in. And the first name here. So by asking them for the first name, they're just going to put in the first name. If we just had name, it would put in they may put in their first and last name, and they may just put in their first name, but we can't control that. So we want to make sure that we have that first name in there so that all the emails that we send out post opt-in or pre-registration, we can merge in a first name and customize that email. Looks a lot better that way. And then we're going to trigger everything from tags. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to look for my trigger tag, which is the webinar pre-registration start. There we go. And we don't need to fill in any of this other information. It is all optional. And if we did pass it across in any other setup, we could merge it into that system. And then we come down here, we click continue. And that's going to just show you what everything's going to happen. And we click test and continue, and it's going to actually push it over. So I always recommend that if you want to test out your system, you use an email address that is functional so that you can go ahead and check everything. We want to turn it on. and that Zap is up and functional. So now anybody that submits that form will pass through into Infusionsoft/Keap using Zapier. So if you have any questions about this or any other features using either Elementor, Zapier, Keap, please, by all means, put it in the comments below the video. I'll be happy to answer those for you. And if it does warrant another video, I will hop in here and I will create that other video for you. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and get the notifications of all the other videos that will be coming out. And check out our channel for all the past videos as well. Thanks for watching.